Hey guys, and welcome to Runescape quest walkthrough/guide. I'm going to show you how to complete Fairy Tale Part 2, Cure a Queen. It is part of the Fairy Tale quest series. And now to the requirements. You will need level 40 thieving, level 49 farming, and level 57 herb lore. You will also need to have completed Fairy Tale Part 1, Growing Pains, Jungle Potion, Druidic Ritual, Lost City, Nature Spirit, Priest in Peril, and the Restless Ghost. You also need certain items. You need a Drawman or a Lunar Staff, and a vial of water. It is recommended that you have combat gear and some good food. You will have to defeat a Gorak level 74. There is a chance that there might be multiple. To start the quest, talk to Martin the Master Gardener in the Draenor village square, circle red on the map. He will tell you to come back once his crops are grown. You will have to wait until your quest menu says these crops have had plenty of time to grow. It takes about 5 minutes. If you attempt to pickpocket Martin, it may further your wait. Talk to him again, and he informs you rather crossly that there's something still wrong with the crops, disbelieving your story about fairies and accusing you of creating this problem. Agree to investigate. Head to Lumbridge Swamp and into the shed you used in the Lost City quest and in Fairy Tale Part 1, circle red on the map. Remember to equip your Drayman or Lunar Staff before entering. Go to Sonaris and head towards the bank. Just north of the bank is Farinuf's grotto, circle red on the map. Walk in and you will see a short cutscene. Underneath one of the potion shelves is Farinuf's certificate. Pick it up. Right-click the certificate and it turns up its back, which is covered with strange fairy symbols. Use the certificate with the fairy chef south of the bank, circle red on the map. She will tell you that she has seen similar inscriptions on a sign near the mysterious ruins that is the Cosmic Altar in southern Sonaris. Head to the mysterious ruins leading to the Cosmic Altar and search south of it for a small stone tablet, circle red on the map. It is a rune temple sign with symbols similar to those on the back of the certificate. The sign reads, Cosmic Rune Altar. You can now decode Farinuf's message by matching the symbols with the given key. Although you do not need to manually decode it, you must read the tablet to proceed. You discover that the back of the certificate reads, The Godfather attacked us. We have fled to safety. If you are loyal to Her Majesty, find us by using the coordinates AIR, DLR, DJQ, and AJS. Talk to the fairy godfather in the room directly south of the Sonaris entrance, circle red on the map. Tell him that the queen is missing, to which he visibly starts panicking and rushes to say that he will create a search party for her. The godfather gives you permission to use the fairy rings to help you locate the queen. He asks you to speak to the coordinator outside the room to learn more about the rings, circle red on the map. After talking to the coordinator and being informed of the vast history of the fairy rings and the queen, head southwest to the fountains where you should see a fairy ring, circle red on the map. Talk to Fairy Fixit there, and then try and use the fairy rings while wielding a Drayman Staff or Lunar Staff. You may now use the fairy rings throughout Runescape without finishing the quest if you prefer. With enough certificate in your inventory, use the fairy ring 4 times in sequence, always returning back to Sonaris before using the next one. I have put the ring codes on screen. If you end up on an island with some penguins, you either made a mistake entering the codes, are not holding the certificate, did not complete the step of finding the stone plate at the ruins, or you do not have the required levels to continue with the quest. You should be in the Fairy Queen's new location. Just go up the path and head to the northeastern room circled red on the map. Talk to Fairy Nuff, who, along with Fairy Very Wise, informs you that the Queen is not well because the Godfather has hurt her by not returning her magic secateurs. As her essence is drained, she cannot retaliate without obtaining the secateurs, which you accept to bring back. Head back to Sonaris and pickpocket the Fairy Godfather. If you fail, you will be teleported outside Sonaris, so try pickpocketing from behind or the side and make sure neither of his henchmen are looking directly at you. You should get a golden pair of secateurs, which belongs to the Queen. Also, at this point you will see orcs patrolling Sonaris. You won't be able to travel back to the hideout by using AJS, but the steps will be saved in your travel log. Therefore, if you've kept enough certificate with you, you may simply select Fairy Resistance HQ from the travel log and press teleport to take you there, without having to travel to all the other 3 locations again. If you bank enough certificate, the travel log will make you go through all the steps again. Back at the Fairy hideout, talk to Fairy Nuff and give her the secateurs. She will use them to rejuvenate the Queen, but they do not work completely. Nuff tells you that she needs a certain magic essence potion to replenish the Queen's missing life energy. To make the potion, you need to collect some starflowers and crushed Gorak claw. Creating the potion before Fairy Nuff prompts you to will make said potion useless and unable to cure the Queen, thus forcing you to remake the potion from scratch. Return to the Fairy Ring in Sonaris and use the code CKP, which transports you to a cosmic plane. Move around for about 2 minutes whilst the starflowers grow. You can pass the time by talking to the being who lives there, contemplating the mysteries of the universe. Pick a starflower when ready, 49 farming needed, and add your harvest to the vial of water, 57 herblore needed. Return to Sonaris and withdraw any armor and weapons along with around 10 pieces of good food. Note that protection prayers do not work against Goraks, but you may use boosting prayers. The Gorak's attacks are accurate, therefore it is advised to wear good melee armor. Also, they have very low defense. At the Sonaris Fairy Ring, use the sequence DIR to get to another plane full of Goraks. They are level 74 and occasionally drain stat points. Kill them, eating food when necessary until you get a Gorak claw. Grind the claw with the pestle and mortar to get Gorak claw powder. Mix the starflower and crushed claw into a vial of water to make a magic essence potion. Level 57 herblore is needed. Back at the hideout, first talk to Fairy Nuff, informing her that you have made the potion. Fairy Nuff asks you to give the potion to the Fairy Queen. Use a dose of the magic essence potion on the Queen, who finally regains her senses. As the Queen angrily prepares to return to Sonaris and take back her throne, Fairy Very Wise and Fairy Nuff reminds her that the Godfather has thugs and orcs at his disposal, compared to her small band of loyalists, many of whom are injured. Her Majesty sees the flaw in the plan and accepts the advice. The Fairy Godfather will continue to rule Sonaris for now. Talk to the Queen to end the quest. After you have completed the quest, you will be awarded 2 quest points, 3,500 herblore experience, 2,000 thieving experience, a bankable skill lamp granting 2,500 experience in a skill of your choice, level 30 or above, access to the Fairy Rings network and the Fairy Resistance hideout, ability to make magic essence potion, and 2 treasure hunter keys with 2 hearts of ice. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you next time in another Runescape quest video. Bye!